Hi YouTube, it's Lewis with Rosebuds Travels. And today I want to talk about traveling specifically with a Casita, and this would apply also to some other RVs, a lot of RVs actually. But I'm going to talk about it specifically how it affected me because we have a Casita, and traveling during times of COVID. We just got back from a 10-day trip going to the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And having a trailer like a Casita is a godsend, really. I take some medication for my heart that makes me pee like every 5 minutes. And having a bathroom that is behind you all the time is a great thing. And we did not need to use public facilities at all during the 10-day trip. So it allowed us to travel, have a bathroom, camp, and really there's very little interaction with any people at all, hardly. I mean, very, very few. There's occasionally a check-in at the national park. There was a check-in where you had to check in to a ranger to get your pass. There was, I think, one state park where you had to do something similar. Most of these parks, especially the Army Corps of Engineers parks, a lot of those, you're making reservations online, and then when you show up, there's actually no one at the gate, and basically you go to your site, and you actually don't have contact with a single person. So it makes traveling during COVID, if you're trying to not have that many interactions with other people, it makes it very easy to do. And you can just, especially the Corps of Engineers, like I said, few state parks, you had to check in and get a pass. Great Smoky Mountain National Park campground, you have to get a pass and you check in there and you do that. But they also take COVID precautions, their masks, and they're behind screens and all of that, and everybody's masked to go in. So, and some of that mask thing, it depends on what state you're in, because some of the states, some of the people in some of the states don't take some of the masking very seriously. So basically, you just have to avoid those people, but then and you're not around that many people most of the time. Like I said, so it allows you to. We had our food with us for 10 days. We had all the food that we needed. We didn't have to go to grocery stores. We didn't have to buy anything really. And the only thing we buy is gas, and pumps are automated these days. So you have a credit card, you pay for your gas, you get your receipt, and then you sanitize your hands, and you wear a mask when you do the fill up, and everything's fine. You're not really interacting with anybody there, so it allows you to be very safe at gas stations. We didn't find gas stations to be problematic at all. And there's so many gas stations around, and there's there's all kinds of gas stations and big fuel stops and all that kind of stuff. So, and with the Casita, you can pull into the smallest gas station there is and still get gas, or you can go into the bigger places. It doesn't really matter. The Casita is so small, it's very maneuverable, And that's the other part that was very helpful during this travel. Some of the parks we went in had small sites, and the Casita, there's no problem with a small site, none at all. And like I said, going into the smaller gas stations is easy, and just makes it really easy to do. So that's what I wanted to comment about. If having a casita makes it very easy to travel during a time of COVID, and you can isolate very easily traveling around. And like I said, you just basically you make your reservations online in your parks, and you most of the time there's no interaction at all with people. It's very few. A few parks have some kind of interaction, but so it makes it really easy and safe. And so we found it not stressful, and we could go and travel and do our travels, and we felt very safe. And the casita made it very pleasant to do. So we have a greater appreciation for our casita now than ever. We already appreciated the casita, but this trip cemented that appreciation, and for other reasons too. We had nights where we were below freezing. Casita handled that fine. We just picked up the water hose during the nights when we were below freezing. Everything worked fine. We were able to use our water in our tank and just continue. And we had heat the whole time, either electric if we were plugged in, or propane when we weren't. And so it was, it was seamless. So like I said, we really appreciate having the casita and the ability that it gives us to travel safely during this time. And even in times of non-COVID times, it's even going to be even better. So that's what I want to say. See you in the next video. If you like our videos, please subscribe. So we'll see you in the next video.